Hello everyone, welcome to Chosen to God 6K 2v2. We have another match for you now, the third match of the second rounds. We've got Team Goonatar and Team Brazen Attempt at a Team fighting against each other on Bloodmoon. I'm joined by Goodnut.
Gamers.
And I'm very excited to see this one. These are two very capable teams. I'm very excited to see what they manage to pull out of this match. This map is made by one of the players that is in this match. Hellcringe, also known as Hunter, made this one. So there might be a little bit of an advantage, but then again, Hunter's bad at making maps, so maybe not. Please don't cry, Hunter.
As someone who's made maps, I can already tell you making the map gives you no advantage.
Yeah. We'll see how this match plays out. I'm expecting... what we saw at the start is only one person on either one of the sides, that being Kalmia, is using the no ships limit, so not as many holes as we're usually seeing. Oh, what do we have here? Coming at the bat, we've got Highballs, Othello, and Monitor Blob. Highball's been running this quite a lot recently. It's a pretty solid build, I think. The Othello does provide decent comms, well, also some jamming, and of course, some PD, but we'll take a quick look through. Okay, ANS side, Team Goonatar, immediately at the bat, we've got 2 BBs. Backpack, beam on 1, and backpack at BLS 2. Oh, only 4 missiles, okay. We've got a rail DD, and then we've got 3 cappers. Oh, actually, 3, some Pinards sprinters as well. Then on the puppy, we've got the beam battleship. Is this Empress? It is indeed Empress. Pretty well exported beam BB variant. Then we've got 1 beam destroyer, 2 beam destroyer, 3 beam destroyers, 4, 5 beam destroyers. That's a lot of beams, hoping to hold certain sight lines, deny access onto caps, and just in general do a lot of damage. And then let me guess. Yeah, more Pinard Corvettes. The idea behind this is that if you have enough of these as coverage, you will always know where the enemy are. If they have their radar on, that is. Moving on to Brazen Attempts at Team. Kalmia here is running a group of monitors. Got some jamming. Got some grazers.
Yeah, this is the Herman Export Pentabrick, I think.
It does appear to maybe be the that version, yeah. Then we've got a goalie monitor here. I've seen Kalmia using one of these recently. It's got some... Where's the magazine there? Yeah, it's got 48 of these missiles just for cruising. They're ARAD Act, I believe. Then Kalmia's also brought in 1 MMT, 2 MMTs, 3 MMTs, along with a gun sprinter, a shuttle, oops, a gun shuttle, and is this a cringe capper? No, another gun shuttle. Going back to highball, we've got this monitor ball here. So, we've got a cello in the center. Hopefully we'll see some good gameplay coming out of this. We've got a CIA monitor, yep. And finally, gun shuttle. Gun shuttle. Finally, the cappers are getting onto these caps, both sides, making it at the same time. And we've got some missiles going up, but besides that, that's the board. Got through that a lot.
Yeah, OSP's spending a lot of money in point defense against a team that has brought almost nothing as far as missiles.
Yeah, that's something that I've heard one of the players on Team Goonatar talking about. I hate saying that name so much, but one of the players there was talking about the fact that teams will be bringing lots of point defense, obviously, and then you just don't bring any missiles, and you do have a point advantage against your opponent, technically. VLS-2s, I mean, are these Killjoys? Yeah, active... Oh, where's the VLS-2s? More of these size 2 Tempest. I wonder what the Seeker is.
Yeah,
on these
I'm not
missiles.
sure what those are. Yeah. They do give off Killjoy energy.
They do, yeah.
The enemy is securing zone Boxer.
Ooh, those AMMs are missing.
The enemy secured zone Dagger.
Oh, yeah, we got a lot of... Oh, unfortunately, the PD... I mean, the chaff was out of line. Well, in line, I mean, with the missiles, so it didn't provide any benefits.
The enemy is
However, decap was already taken.
Yeah,
Beam denying C-cap.
Yeah, they're taking shuttle casualties in return.
1, 2, double focus particle accelerator on these DDs. beam backpack firing
Yep.
as well. So now OSP now knows that this is a beam backpack BB. They probably know that this is double BB. Oh, almost hitting their own BB there. No, that was a bit off target, actually. So how do you think this is going to play out, Goodnut?
I am seeing a lot more like capability for Brazen, I think, from maybe ANS, just so the double battleships are so hard to kill, and they're going up against, one fleet. So it's basically a 2v1 there, as far as for the gunfire power goes, and Kalmiolo with the other one is going to be running into a beam battleship if they try to do anything with B, so unless the Empress is found out, I think OSP is going to be hurting in about 10 minutes.
Unfortunately, unlike with Axfords, whenever you can kind of bully them with a monitor ball, the BBs, especially when there's two of them laying down fire, you are not really moving these things. They're fine of sitting bow onto and firing and firing.
Yep, they're at a good angle, and they're just gonna trade. They're happy to take the trade against the monitors.
We might see another sprinter loss here. Nope. Yeah. Oh, one hit, knocking out. Well, damaging the basic, but not doing enough to kill it.
Yeah, that's a good secret combo against scouts like this. If they hook their shots around rocks close enough, the validation memory of the Act A red will guarantee a hit.
Decent missile plays so far, but for actual holes, Goonatar has lost one sprinter in exchange for 2 gun shuttles. Overall, decent trade. We've got these monitors now on the far right side by B, firing right now bombshell at this keystone. I'm guessing not knowing that it is a keystone.
That real DD is going to be nice at punishing the DC teams too on these monitors.
Usually I prefer having a few more. Oh, these missiles might get in. There we go. Good hits on the beamstone there. Managing to take out the drive. No, unfortunately not hitting the reactor, but doing damage to the beam as well, which is what you like to see. More command missiles coming in also on this other capper here by the 8 point. Probably about to kill it too. There we go.
They might snag A here, but there's a beam destroyer there.
C cap was taken, however, so right now, as we can see, Team Goonatar does have 3 caps, 2 Brazen attempts to the team's 1. B cap, that Beam BB has locked it down. They're unaware of the existence of the Beam BB, but B is locked down, so...
The best thing ANS can almost do would be just to pull your assets out of B and let OSP see it happen. So they just drive something expensive onto B, and then Empress is there.
I think that they'd be a bit more cautious. They would know that at least a Beam DD is waiting somewhere down by this angle.
Yeah, but killing the one that's there might give them a little, hitting it, they're like, okay, we got it. Let's go in. Yeah.
Ooh, MMT out here on the side, getting spotted. It's micro starting to kick in here, realizing that I don't want that to get shot at. This destroyer, I noticed it was falling back to avoid the missile, so it might not be able to make it in time to deny this A-cap. It does appear so, which is pretty big for Brazen attempt at team.
They'll snag it. And the MMT is a threat to it.
The enemy secured Zone Atlas.
We got some other... Fortunately, this DD does have D locked down. It won't be leaving anytime soon. Lock on this poor little gun shuttle. It's not got long left in this world as the beam destroyer rounds the corner and they trade a cap for a shuttle. Ooh, I wonder if they are paying attention, they will see these rebounds and the Stonewalls and defenders firing. They might have noticed the BB. But the Keystone getting hit even more. Lost its reactor, lost its beam. It can't fire anymore.
Yep.
Not have a large to get 2 restores back.
Yeah, ANS is gonna get the A cap back, so this is gonna be on OSP to make something happen.
There is the... Does the MMT still have any missiles? It does indeed have 7 missiles left. It could deny
Yep.
this A cap. And there's also more
This
missiles
is-
coming in to the A cap.
Yeah,
weird
that A
missiles.
capper doesn't have his VLS, which means he's out of AMM, so he's gonna be an easy target for S2s.
The enemy is securing
The
Zone
Acello
Atlas.
monitor
Battleship.
blob in an interesting position, I guess. I've never really taken up
Yeah.
this spot before.
It's just trying to avoid line of sight from both BBs, you know? Because Hunter's trying to bracket him in. He's split the battleships at this point.
I wonder, could they, if they... Nah, not happening.
Yeah, A capper dead.
A capper is dead, so this is actually very solidly in Brazen 10 of the team's control now. The only thing over here is that beam DD, and it's not charging out to the A cap. Instead, it's just going to sit here and wait for an opportunity later.
Gotta be running out of missiles here, though. Let's see.
Taking a look at the BBs, and they're in perfectly fine condition. A bit of damage on the drives, who cares? As for highballs monitors, they're doing pretty fine as well. The damage is a lot more apparent on them. Some of them have taken a tiny bit of damage. Or
The C56 ones are just squishier, and there's no jamming to hide them.
Oh yeah, some of these are C56, aren't they?
Yep. It's more effective when with plasma at breaking DT against capitals than just the C90 is.
Ooh, unfortunately, going a bit lower, the BB that is, and it's both of them are lowering, and they're getting good shots now. This monitor is in it for a world of hurt. They know it's the plasma monitor, and that's a priority threat. That's the only thing that can kill, will cause catastrophic damage to a BB plasma. And all the other follow-up kinetics.
Calmi is, and I guess also Puppy, but they're just tied up looking at each other, and the only engagement that's happening is the one in the center, which is favoring ANS. So Calmi, I think, just needs to pull out of this B area.
Switching focus
get
to
out
the
of battlefield.
BBB.
Oh, it's seen.
It is also locked.
It's spotted.
Oh, getting crossfired by 2 of the BBs right now. Pulling to the right, which is the right decision, I guess, to make. Going higher keeps you in this problem.
Yeah, staying in this ball is keeping them from being maneuverable, and the battleships are just quicker. They're taking a little more initiative and bracketing them in. Yeah, they see Empress. But Puppy's not activating him yet.
So, more fire going into this beam destroyer. They repaired the beam, I guess, to give an idea that the beam is still dangerous. It is technically an offensive weapon. It can't cap.
I don't think there's enough just like big alpha burst damage for OSP to deal with 3 battleships.
Yeah.
You're not gonna degrade these over time.
This is quite the problem. If they can't do if they can't get plasma on it, all these BBs have to do is run down that timer. They just have to wait till 800 cap points on the lead.
And I think
and throw them on the caps.
I think the Goon team is realizing that because the battleships are pushing up. They know what the OSP combat fleets are, and they know they can take it.
Again, firing bombshell at the Keystone.
I've seen that earlier. Yeah, people would do that. It does, I think, technically hurt it, depending on the angle of impact.
Knocked at the
or whatever.
Knocked at the beam though, so this thing's just done.
Yeah, they're surrounded over here. Highball is. Battleship on their flank.
Firing away a bit more plasma, but unfortunately I don't think it's going to hit. Especially at that range.
Yeah, ANS almost out of cappers, so they're staying reserved on that front.
As I was expecting, one shuttle has been sent over here to the A cap, positioning itself to be ready to take it at some
The enemy
stage.
is securing Zone Boxer.
B point is starting to go, but that's from this Keystone, and it's not got long left.
Yeah.
There we go.
There it goes. Yeah, a cap game stalemate, but offensively, ANS can push this as much as they want. And beam DD going out on the Acello monitor group. as well as S2s from OSP. But those are going for the A capper.
Yeah, this is brutal. Immediately knocking at the CIC on that monitor.
It's the only thing that's hurt, just about.
I've had to switch fire probably to the second monitor here, which also has lost its CIC. That's very unfortunate.
Yeah, that's usually a very tanky spot. I don't often lose the CIC in my monitors.
Yeah, most people put them in that upper spot, which is why whenever I'm playing my beam battleship, I'll just aim there.
Yeah. Yeah. Highball's stuck between a rock, a hard place, and a beam battleship. There's nowhere to go.
Beam coming in here, good angle now, and this deep radio is no longer much.
I'm out of range.
Oh, I've been neglecting the chat. I'm so sorry to all the chatters out there who've been speaking their words. I'm sure they were very, very insightful. Hi.
Yeah, they don't have much to say.
No need to be so dismissive. Oh, we got some more missiles coming in. Onto the deep point, but
I think that's the last salvo.
That's not going to kill anything, unfortunately. There is nothing on the deep point for that to look at. I doubt it will catch the destroyer. Instead, it will just go after that.
It won't catch it, yeah. They won't see the DD either, so they might think it's clear.
This ended up being a very worthwhile. If this beam destroyer was caught out, it would have got mauled to death. But because
it was the right idea.
Yeah, it managed to push from this from this back line here, and because Highball is now no longer in line of sight, they don't have any sensor coverage in this part of the map to notice it. It was able to get very close. Just a Mexican standoff here on the B point. Neither side wants to commit because, well, BBB exists. BBB doesn't want to get plasmid either, but it's fine. If they have the cap lead, it can just sit here.
Yeah, if they've ID'd the ship name, they know what it is. I think they've played it with Puppy enough to know.
Yeah, just making sure they get that A cap because there's nothing really stopping them now at this stage. Sending the BB over there, just planting it on the cap. What's an MMT going to do about that?
There's might as well. Calmy is finally getting the message, I think, and heading over to help out Highball, who's taken too many losses. I mean, down 3 monitors effectively.
Yeah.
This was so fight. But do they see Highball moving? They don't see Highball moving around yet, I think. So as soon as they realize that, they're going to send a sprinter to B, and then Empress can collapse on the center.
Getting HE side shots. One of these other ones knocking at the last door, it looks like. Yeah, this is a brutal 2 different line of sights firing onto these mortars in the Ocello.
Yeah. He did send the battleship to A. The A cap BB.
I've been saying this, BBs are a cap fleet.
Alright, Highball pushing left. And Okelmi is rotating high though. Let's see where they're heading. Man, they're walking right into Empress.
They've been ignoring the Ocello. Well, they don't have any missiles, so realistically, if they don't have missiles, the Ocello is worthless to them at least. In general, it's still
against battleships. Yeah,
it still has the 450s and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, at its heart, it's a 450 Vastol, but yeah, there's nothing good. There's no good targets for it, and they aren't giving them any missiles. Yeah, OSP gambled that we won't need missiles, and they won that gamble. Or rather, ANS did.
Yeah. I was like, OSP gambled?
No.
Let's take a look at the PD on these BBs as well. It's got the bio defenders, got interrupt,
soft kill approach.
Yeah, just the 2 definitely killjoys. I'm guessing that these Tempests are killjoys. Right?
Yeah, it's just strange because one has the VLS2 in the rear mount, but there's just 4 missiles in it. Probably just for the hit points mostly.
Yeah, maybe the DR. I'm not sure. Not the DR, but the DR. You know what I mean.
There's probably more useful things to. Oh, it's got an empty hip spot. I don't know.
Bounces from there.
Yeah,
For the
monitors are
viewers at home,
going
a
down.
Killjoy is a size 2 missile that uses a jammer. Effectively, it's used to distract missiles with ARAD seekers. And ACT as well, because it's jamming the ACT.
Yeah. Okay, Empress is getting plasmid on, but
Ooh, very
kind of stuck up
unfortunate
against this rock.
position. Yeah, they're gonna pull back. Puppy is not
Yeah,
gonna
they're
just
climbing.
let Empress get shot at there.
Desperate to just kind of like save the beam, like late game beam battleship. Nothing stopping it, so I think they're just holding on
Yeah.
to it. But it's getting pinched from the top as well.
Oh, yeah, here comes the plasma coming down on top of it as well. Some of it hitting the rock. Actually, a few of it's going to hit the rock, but this is a decent crossfire, but it's not going to last for long because... Where do we have it? Let's see, have a BB. There it is. It's going to start getting shots again into highball.
Yeah. I mean, Empress doesn't have anywhere to go that isn't spending a lot of time under Kalmia's fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, OSB doesn't have long for, doesn't have much time to equalize the cap game.
Brian here is still sitting chilling, waiting for an opportunity for something. Maybe he's going to go for the B point. Maybe they've decided the D point is not worth it. They're going instead for B.
Yeah. Little shuttle heading up under Empress to maybe snag B.
We do have... It looks like Puppy's other shuttle is attempting to go to the B point. It'll force them to choose between shooting Empress and shooting...
Yeah, it'll buy time for Empress.
Mm-hmm.
Because if that 100mm gets his teeth. Well, there's not very plasma.
The plasma's run out of range, it looks like. Regretfully, how many of those were those the plasma ones? Was that both the plasmas that died? There was a plasma and a jam.
Or
Highball.
highball. Yeah, plasma.
There goes
and,
another one. Wake has finally
jammer.
been finished off. Oh, and another one. That beam destroyer is still there, getting hits right into it. Not battle shorting?
Oh, yep.
There we go. Battle short kicking in. Taking out the front guns.
Got like an aim point.
Yeah, not the best aim point, but it's going to start
The
breaking
enemy is
DT any
securing zone
second now.
boxer.
There we go.
Yep. DC's gonna die soon. Small lockers on these.
More plasma going into Empress. These are decent hits now.
Yeah. It's not gonna matter because Empress isn't gonna be what kills him. It's gonna be the gun battleships.
Pushing towards the B point, but this beam destroyer is probably going to switch its fire to that tugboat. That is exactly what it appears to be doing. Or is it
Yeah, and Hemter's
switching
sending
to...
a battleship on the back cap on E, so
Actually, what's it switching fire to? Oh, one of the other... Oh, no, it's switching fire to Viper, it looks like. One of the other monitors, the other plasma one, focusing on plasma rather than killing the capper. They do still have 3 caps. Yeah, there's no real pressure, to be honest. So, killing the other plasma makes sense. Is it in range?
The enemy's
the plasma.
Yes. It is indeed in range.
Empress is just outside of range, it looks like. All battleships are just outside of range. Because it's 7,200 meters and they're just about 7,700. Or 7,400. You know, they might be close enough.
Rail DD just being annoying. Still causing a decent number of crits for just the one.
That would be the most frustrating thing for me if I was OSP, is just getting... DC can't get anything done because everything's on fire.
Beam knocked out on pile of Doris. Doris.
Yeah, Dorice.
Oh, we got the BB's R cap fleets heading towards the E point now. Neglected to notice that.
Back cap.
This poor, this poor back cap monitor, goalie monitor is not going to be able to compete against a BB.
Mm-hmm.
So E.
Yeah, I want OSP to win because INS is just using randomly generated ship names.
That is true. Very, very disappointed. Yoke and
Thanks,
Boo.
Trap pointed out.
The tough slang. Steel. Ball. Brat and cake. Shameful. Shameful.
Mm-hmm.
Only a CIC basic on this,
Yeah.
which makes sense. It's going to be the goalie.
A map like this, I think, is just hard for OSP because there's so many just open sight lines, which is just playing into the 450 kind of dominance.
Well, you see, this is where the Railicello comes into its own.
Yeah. I mean, a mass driver array would have been great. Like 2 mass driver liners, I think.
I think it's interesting that this is the map that Hunter designed, and Hunter's winning on it. So that means that I have to remove it from the map. I mean, map list, because it has a bias, clearly.
Yeah. Yeah, mass drivers would be okay against battleships. It'd whittle them down, kinda. I mean, it'd make a lot of things red for 450s to finish, but... Tug's about to eat it.
Unfortunately, no, Brazen Attempts on the team is just getting like backed into this one part of the map. ANS now controls 4 of the caps. They can make a charge, like a desperate attempt for the C point, but there is, again, another beam destroyer. The abundance of beam destroyers is a great asset right now for Team Goonatar, because they can just deny any attempt at pushing out any cap without a heavy price.
Yeah, and the beam battleship is really just showing its greatest utility as like a psyop tool, just scaring OSP, just keeping them up, minimum distance away from caps.
The MMT going for the C point, unfortunately, getting mauled. You know what? I wouldn't even reveal this beam DD. I would keep it quiet, so that they think that C is more open for later.
Yeah.
But there again, you're already winning. Like, why bother such?
They don't need a trick right now.
Yeah.
They can just play it safe and win.
I'm gonna take a look at the chat here real quick.
Talk about mass drivers.
Talk about mass drivers, I see.
That's good, Merlot. Alright.
We're probably gonna see either... I'm expecting one of 2 things. A last-ditch effort charge, try and grab caps, or we're gonna hear a surrender in the next...
Yeah, they're not chewing through 3 They're not chewing through even 1 battleship, I think. Their best bet is... To kill anything is probably, honestly, Empress, just because it's close.
Yeah, with 4 caps for the ANS team, that is about 6 minutes until Team Goonatar wins with the current caps. If my math is correct. Which it should be, because I'm so smart. BBs are actually getting a little bit not too aggressive, just continuing to...
No, I mean, they have to desperately overplay. Yeah. And there's still a beam destroyer there, but he's taking some hits or something.
Yeah, Puppy still has plenty of beam destroyers. Keeping this one by the C point, the A point, out of an abundance of caution is fine. You never know, there might be some sprinter, shuttle all the way down by this plate that decides to show up.
Yeah. They have them corralled over B, and they're happy just to let them have B. Is Empress spotted? Empress is not spotted, but these monitors are coming around the corner to it. So we may see some violence. So, yep, Puppy's going low on left.
Cello is about to get beamed right now, yeah. And Puppy knows it's there. The beams are tracking. I think we're facing the wrong direction to start with.
Yep.
First beam going out straight into the drives.
Yep, that thing's not going anywhere really fast.
Second one is straight into the drive. That Cello is going nowhere. Some crits caused by the... Oh, and then another beam is coming.
The railgun is just salt wound.
There we go. Damage straight into some of the more important modules. Not battle
All these
shorting the
fire
beams,
walkers.
however. Just fine with
Yeah,
taking
don't
his
need
time.
to.
Nope. Decided I want it dead now. Should really pause fire this thing if he wants to take the time.
Yeah. Let's see.
But no, it
Here
looks like
comes
he's
another
realizing,
fire.
or at least he should realize, there are these monitors to my side. I should turn the beam around and kill those. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like he is noticing that, and is instead just deciding to keep shooting at this Ocello. The beam destroyer. Oh, this one unfortunately not having its gun on target, and is going to probably
Yep.
lose the beam to these monitors. Yeah, just looking to finish off this Ocello is all.
Yeah, they're desperate. Like, that's a C play even is desperate, but there's nothing else to do. And ANS is just, closing the noose.
One more monitor. Horrifically damaged. It's going to be finished off any second now. Yep. Brought down to aux steering. Fuel line fire going on in the Ocello. And that is pretty much a game. I don't think there's any need to continue this one, so I'll cut back, well, pause the recording for now, and we shall see the after action. Alrighty, now we're here with the after action report, taking a look at how both sides did. The BBs, of course, well, one did pretty damn good damage, but the other one not as much, obviously, just jostling about the place more likely. However,
It's just the zoning.
yeah, the zoning. Beam damage, let's see what it was like. Yeah, 8k, 6k, no, 3k in that one. Beam BB, doing more just from the presence of it rather than actually killing anything until the end, really. Overall, Team Goonatar was able to control most of the map. They were able to force Brazen and a team into positions they didn't want to be in. And yeah, it was quite a difficult match, I imagine, for Brazen and a team to deal with that much, well, heavy assets on top of, you know, beams.
Yeah, they just didn't. They wanted to, like, gunfight against Axfords, and they didn't give them that fight.
Well, let's not waste any time. We'll head on to the second round.